Hello everyone and welcome to this Python for Automation testing series. In this particular tutorial, we will be learning about for loop controller statements. So let's begin. In our previous tutorials, we learned about the for loop and the nested for loop. Now there is one more concept regarding the for loop controller statements. There are three controller statements. One is break, the other one is continue, and third one is else. So let me go to the notepad here. So the first one we will talk about is the break statement. The second one we will be talking about a continue statement, and the third one is basically else one. Okay, now let's talk about the break first. So what this statement will do is that it will terminate the loop when the condition is met. Okay, so basically it will terminate the loop when condition is met. Okay, so whenever we use this break condition and the condition is met in the for loop, so it will terminate the loop. Okay, now let's go to the PyCharm here and let me create one new file here. I'm naming it as break statement. Okay, and simply what I'll do is that I will create a simple for loop here for number. Okay, and I'm taking a range here, so range, and the number range is from 1, 10. Okay, and inside this one I will be using my condition here. I will be using the if statement here. Okay, so if number is equals to 5, okay, then what I will do is that I will say print number is, and here I will print the number. And now after this, I'm not using any kind of a break statement over here. Okay, and finally I'm using a print statement over here at the end. Okay, and let's run this one without using the break statement. So what happened is that it started with the first loop, it printed the 1, 2, 3, 4, and number is 5 because this condition is met against the 5, and this statement got printed over here, right? And then it continues toward the rest of the loop. But what if I use break over here? So as break, when the condition will be met, it will terminate the loop. This is the definition. So let's run this one. You see that after the condition is met, no further iteration got executed against the break statement. So that's how this break statement works. Now when we talk about the continue statement, so if I go to notepad again here, so in the continue statement, what happens is that it will skip the current iteration. It will skip the current iteration and move to the next one. Okay, so this continue statement will work in this way. So let me go here, and instead of using this particular, so let me create one new file instead of changing this one. So let me create a new file here, and I will say continue, and here again let me take a loop for, and let me copy the loop which we just created for the break statement, and where it goes. So this is the one. So let me copy this one and paste it here. And now instead of using this particular statement, let me change the statement for here. So I say if number mod 2 equals to 0. If number mod 2 is equals to 0, then you need to skip. Okay, and I'm removing this from here, and instead I will be removing this line. Okay, so this is the code over here, right? So print this one if this is one, and there is no condition. Okay, so what I will just say, continue, and run this one. So you see that now when number is divided by 2 and the remainder is 0, that particular iteration got skipped. 2 is divided by 2, 0, right? Same goes for the 4, same goes for the 6, same goes for the 8, and that's why it skipped that particular iteration and went to the other one. So that's why 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9 got printed, because we are using the range from 1 to 10 over here, right? So I hope you have understand the difference between the break and the continue statement. Now when we talk about the else, so basically this else will work as just like we are using with the if and else, but here only if the loop completes all the iterations without encountering a break statement. That's the only thing. So let me write it down for you. The thing which we need to understand over here is basically only if the loop completes all iterations without encountering a break statement, which we have just learned. Okay, now so simply what I will do is that I will go back to the Python and let me create a new file again over here, new file, and I will say for else, and let me copy the code from here. Let me copy the code and paste it over here, and instead of this one, let me remove the lines of code from here, and I'll say okay, for this one just print the number, and we are not giving any kind of a condition over here, and simply move to the else statement, which is out of the for loop here, and again here print, and I'm saying that loop completed successfully. Okay, so if I run this one, you will see that after executing all the loop values over here, then after this it got executed. Okay, so that's why we got this particular results. Now we can use else with the break statement over here, and let me remove these lines of code from here because it depends on how it works with the break as well. Now what I will say if number is equals to 3, if this is a condition, then print, and we say breaking the loop, and let's type the number over here because we need to identify okay where it got breaked. And after this, let's add a break statement over here, and now print the number, and after this we will go to the else, and here simply print that loop completed successfully. Loop completed successfully. And now if I run this one, you will see that 1 and 2, and then the loop got breaked, and you see that this time because the condition has been met, that's why it didn't went to the else block, that's why it didn't printed this particular statement. So that's the basically a difference between the continue, break and else statement for the for loop. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you like our content, then do like, comment, share and subscribe our channel. Once again, thank you so much and see you in the next tutorial.